This is just an option with dealing with the side control, and by default we're going to deal with the half guard as well. This is an option as far as being able to put my body into a better position to attack and rather than defend. And it's a conscious decision that we make that we're actually going to start to attack our partner, not defend. So we'll go JP, and JP is going to start off on half guard on top this side. And one of the most common things is that we kind of get our knee short in front and we start to block the frame system. The issue with this is I'm trying to create a space to either recover my guard or to stop him from going chest to chest. So this is a pretty good frame system as far as denying that, but it doesn't get me any further down the line. So what we're going to do from JP's point of view is JP is going to use his right hand and it's going to put his right hand as far as he can towards the wall over there. So what happens is by default it puts my frame system onto the ground. So if you watch carefully is right now my frame system is strong because the main pushing mechanic is this side of the hip. But the instant that JP puts his hand out wide, it kind of pushes my frame system down and allows him to get my back onto the ground. Secondly, JP is going to try and work to the outside of my hand, not the inside, to get a cross face going. So he's pretty much going to flare his hands. So his right hand's going to go out towards this way, the left hand's going to flare out that way, and then he's going to try and get a cross face. So nice and slow. So knee shield, frame from here. So that now, his left hand flares out towards the toilets and then comes around my head to get to the cross face and gets me front to my back. So once again, I'm not doing anything wrong, but what I see people do when they try and do with the half guard, the person on top tries to do with that, like I'll go around the half guard, and as they go around, it gives me the position to attack. Where you simply extend your right hand, yeah, it comes round, you're going to be in a far better position to put my back onto the ground. So that's the concept we're going to start to work with from the person on the top point of view, and then we're going to have a look at the person on the bottom point of view, an option to stop that happening. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thanks, Jeffrey. I'm glad you know your lesson rights. So, frame system, right? So this is a really good mechanic for so what I see here is anytime I go down, I'm behind the knee shield, so the knee shield takes the frame system. So what I'm trying to do from here is think about I'm just trying to put that here to my arm and cross my. So I can still have the knee shield, but it doesn't do anything. I want to put my partners back onto the ground from here. All I do is start walking this way. Put my partners back on the ground. I'm not clearing the knee, but it's hard for him to start to move because I've got the ability to cross face him. Okay. Change positions. We're going to have a look. It's easy if you guys are on that side, easy to see. So first of all, knee shield. I'm going to talk hands first and legs second. So we're here. One of the biggest things I want to do is deny head control. So first things first is I'm going to block their arm out. I need to throw my arm down and long and my leg down and long. Here. So Simon's generally going to go cross face, which is really good. And he's got a really good and strong cross face. The most important thing is that my knee's behind the leg. So think about it this way, is I'm going to stretch my hand out as long as I can, tap his knee and drive off my toes. I'm going to stretch my hand out as long as I can, drive off to there, and tap the toes. So the more that he cross faces, the better the roll ever. And you can't get that typically like, shit, like, you know, I can't stop it. I'm sorry, folks. So from here, the frame system is from those slide you back down. Okay. So think about it this way, if you want to play the inside position, so this hand stops the cross face, I can't get control. This hand drives under my armpit, and now what are you trying to do under this armpit? Here, try and put your hand on the ground. This leg kicks dead straight, I'll put your knee behind. Now, think about it this way, it's really easy. Your right hand now taps the top of my knee, straighten your legs, and roll over. So we're becoming a cylinder to roll. It's one of the easiest mechanics to roll someone out from the half guard, but as long as we play that we're elongating ourselves to become a cylinder, we're not bridging, we're not trying to bring our knee up. The biggest fallacy is people who don't try and bridge off this. Once you bridge, you're not tapping the knees instead anymore, you're tapping the hip. So Emma's on half guard knee top. So number one, deny head control. Okay. So knee here. So what I'm going to do first of all, as she tries to get head control, I keep my leg long, keep my hand long, and I'll give her access to the cross face. Tap the knee, so think that's first. The more that I roll my nose to the ground, the more I extend from here, the more that I get the rollover, swing and control the leg. This time she tries to do the same to me, she can't turn her knee towards me to roll me over. Is everyone okay with that? Or who would like to see it one more time? Sure, okay. So Emma's on top half. You sure? So once again, the fault that I see is this where I'm allowing my partner to get control. So block the head control, keep my leg, keep my arm nice and long, and come under. So I'm almost kind of guiding her to cross face. To turn my chin down, this is I keep my leg long and I'm driving my palm towards the ground. Come up, swing underneath the leg. 1, 2, 3. Thanks. Here it is like I think that bridging should be one of the last resorts. I don't think it's one of the most common things that we should be doing straight away. In fact, like a lot of time, if you go to bridge and set all the indicators up and you set all the stuff up before, your bridge should be really effective. But it's not one of those things everyone's like get out of jail free cards, so try and do that one big bridge, try and roll them over. If you haven't set the post, if you haven't set the standards, they're just going to step over. So one of the things I want to do with Emma, one of the things I want to do with that, the thing what I'm going to do with Emma is once I'm here and I'm blocking it, a lot of time that they're going to take their hands backwards which gives me the ability to come under, nice and tight. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to take both of my hands down just to hold the knee. So what I see people do now is they plant their foot and they'll try and bridge, and she just simply steps up and over. So this is one of the reasons why I don't want to bridge from here. So one of the things is, if my knee, my top knee, isn't squeezing, she can just step over. So as I elongate from here, there's nothing to stop her from just simply stepping over and taking the upgrade. Does everyone see that? So what I'm saying to you guys is that when I'm stretching, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to turn my knee behind. So I'll turn both of the knees facing forward. Secondly, my weight is behind the knee. So if Emma does try to step up, her weight's coming forward, which makes it even easier, mechanics knock them over. So the part that's really important is that I'm squeezing my knees together, my top knee's kind of squeezing behind her knee. So just one more time. And this will stop her from being able to upgrade. And it'll also stop her from being able to turn my hips the wrong way because I've squeezed the knees the other way. So deny, okay, keep my leg long. Now from both ways to the top knee, bring my top knee down. That'll roll my hips down. So if Emma does try to upgrade or even drive forward, it's the way that I want her to go, which makes this really easy. And by default, I should almost pass the guard off the rollover as well. So the add-on part, just the top knee facing down, squeezing, and you're going to find this rollover becomes so much easier. Change partners, 1, 2, 3. So it's not the counter, but it's a counter, and it's a fairly high level. This is, we're using our head as a blocking mechanic. So where the knee shield, I'll block it out. As I'm from here, what Emma does is she takes the knee out wide and puts her head down in front of the post down here. So I'm finding it really hard to roll over, and she's got a frame system in front now. So this is a really annoying way for her to start stopping. The downfall is she can't put me onto my back. So what happens all the time for me is Emma's going to start to TP to put the pressure onto me, so it comes up onto her toes, and then starts to put my back. So this, and now she can turn me over and upgrade and take the pass over to the mount position. So we'll just have a quick look at that from here. So what we're waiting for is I want to go ha-ha, shoot underneath. Your job, get your head to position, TP. You turn your right knee out, step over, and you're going to get a really nice guard pass straight to mount. The bad thing for me is that my hands are down, and it's really hard for me to kind of deny anything from here. The small details once again, and I'll try and put this through. You need to be posting on the bald patch of your head. So what I mean by that is when you put your head in, and what you're doing, you're turning me. See how like you're straightening me out? So yeah, so it's really hard, and I'm trying to turn, and that's where you're going to be. My hands are downside, so I generally cross face from here now to put me onto my back, so my hands are to the bad side. So this is better for her and worse for me. Simon, come here. So once again is from here, as Simon feels me start, so the head goes down to the ground, nice. And now what we'll do is put our head down and TP, going to turn our right knee above my knee line and just start, yep. Yeah, really easy. How'd that feel? Yeah. Yep, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, done. And we're going to rip that apart in a second, half of the knee. I've got the knee frame from here. So what we're going to do is pointless doing the TP now. But of course, if Chloe TPs, I'm just going to frame off her head and move away. So this is, I've committed to the move. So instead of her allowing me to tap over, she puts her head where her hand is. So head goes on the ground. So that's off, but you want to get your head like, yeah, so it's like really tight. Come up onto your tippy toes. So to see now how your knee pops, slide your knee, yeah. So you're getting caught to the side. So we want to make sure that our partner's onto their side before we do this. So one more time. So from here, knee shield, and like wicked, I shoot under, I'm here. So you're gonna do the head right next to my chin, and I want you to take your knee as wide as you can, and now come up to your tippy toes. So I can't block it out. Pop your knee through and slide it over. Now, cross face as soon as you can, and put pressure. So my hands on the bad side, and you're in a really good position to take the mount. So head smash, TP, and switch it over to mount. A couple more times, guys. 1, 2, 3. Is that? So you've got to wait for them to do the move, and then. Yep, that was very good, Vice. Hey, very good. Okay. One of the most important things for the half guard player is your trap knee or your trap leg. That's the key. I'm going to add a little bit on after we do this technique. So from here, I'm framing. Okay, I deny the head control. I come under. I switch. Simon's like, okay, no, I'll take my base nice and wide from here, and I'm waiting in TP in front. So as you know, like TP. So for me, this is just rice and beans. This is just rice and beans, man. Now, the difference I'm doing is I'm catching your knee squeeze. I'm not catching guard. I'm catching the knee squeeze. Once your knees smash together, it's the same as the side control. If your knees come together and I push you, you've got no base. So any time that we're playing this game, how'd that feel?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Really easy for me, right?
Felt too easy, yeah.
So when we're here, so cross faces, so if that knee comes out wide, my indicator is this, is if I can grab it on here, I'm still going to bring my knees together. So Simon kind of goes, he's on the outside, so I want to take my leg further out. So he takes his knee further out. So, and I'm like, okay, I'm having trouble moving it now. So I do is I bring my knee through from here, and I can either catch to my full guard, or most importantly is, as I'm here, Simon starts to put his head on the front side, TP, man, so watch. Tap my leg out, make sure I hack the back of the knee together, lock it in, and just squeeze. And take him out, switch him out. For the person on top, it's a shit position because you're not doing anything wrong. I'm just capitalising on the knee squeeze again. Big Jake. So once again, is from here, I shoot the inside position. So Jake's like, no drums, I'll head smash in front and I come up to TP. So we're here, and okay, this is my indicator, like I can't stop it. So what I do for me is I'll pull my knee through, and this, watch, I take my leg, so I squeeze and lock and just simply start to turn. Take my mouth position. How'd that feel? Yeah. Okay. So, Emma, what's your back? You right back?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Nope.
No. Okay. So watch Emma's amazing legs. Okay, so she's underneath, so I'll go head smash, TP. So as she brings her knee, she's trying to tap my knee. So she's trying to roll my knees away. She's not catching guard. Her left leg's switching to the right side to roll me over. So we're actually, let me go explain that again. So we're in the TP position from here. So that leg comes through. Now that leg's just squeezing all the way through, so that does a sweep to roll me over. We're not catching guard, we're rolling me over. Because my head's on this side, I don't have a post on that side. It's gonna be really easy to roll the person over. 1, 2, 3. You can make this pretty hard for the person to get that head position. Like, you know, so I've got the knee shield and I'm here. And if I do this correctly, like I'll block it out, I shoot it through. This is like, she can't get the head position. So I already know that number one, she's probably going to try and extend her leg out nice and wide from here. The downfall is, because her weight's on my arm, I can't bring my knee through now. Does that make sense? Because I can't, so she's in a better position than me. So we're going to go back to what we call the knee up the bum. Technical. Okay. So what I do is, the leg that's the top leg, which will be my left leg, it's slowly going to drive forward. That's going to nudge her from here. This will give me the option A and option B. Right, option A for me is always trying to get back into my guard, but there's not quite enough space from here. So I try to bring my knee through, and I'm using the same technique as before, the leg squeeze off the knee ride, same concept. If my partner, when I'm trying to drive my partner's really heavy, like, so I'm gonna go, no, and then just knee tap, and back and back the other way. So the situation is the knee ride move, which is we bring our knee underneath, come back into half. So if we're here, the more that I can get my leg underneath my partner and move it forward, the more that I can start to lasso the hips and take my partner over. Does that kind of make sense?
When you're attacking the knee,
Yep.
you bring your
Yep, so come through some. Thank you, Chloe. So come through some. So we're here. So I've done the cross face, and Simon's, instead of getting the head down, he's seen that I've blocked him out, but he's going to take his knee nice and wide. So I'm like, man, and there's that one where he doesn't really want to TP and give me the space. So what I'm going to do from here is my top knee, which is my left knee, is going to drive forward. So I extend my left leg, I drive it forward a little bit from here, and I'll try and lasso. Think about it this way now. So he's going through, so from here, if I can't roll him backwards because he's got like, so I'm going to keep going like backwards, and he's going to go no. Then like all of a sudden, it's just this really easy tip over. So you have to play the game on that one.
Yeah. Whichever way young.
Yeah. So if I